I do not know as much about human relationships as I thought. I do not know as much about human relationships as I thought.
And we are officially live with the 102nd episode of the JAC Show.
Oops. I forgot. There we go. I still had it at 101.
102, Jack, 102. But oh boy, this is a momentous live stream, and you know exactly why.
Yep.
I
was having a good day, I was having a good day. I finally, you know what? Okay, so for today, I actually did my final for math, and I thought I was going to do terrible. But I did an amazing job. I don't know what I got for my grade, but I felt like I did an amazing job. And Halo Infinite came out today. And then now we're here in this stream, and you have to remind me about what I'm gonna have to do.
Hey, you agreed to it. you had a choice to back out, and you didn't.
I couldn't back out.
Yes, you could. You could have said, "We're not doing that." You could have said that was a bad idea. We're not gonna do it.
No, I couldn't back out.
Yes, you. Hey, yes, you could. When the idea was forming, you could have said, "No, we're not doing that." You had veto power, but you didn't use it, so you can only blame yourself.
No, I have to blame you.
Me. Hey, at the very least, you should have. If you wanted to have the suffering, you could have said I would produce the music, and then I had to do the rapping. It's all on you.
Yeah, but you can't rap.
Neither can you.
You don't know that.
At least, then what are you worried about? What you crying for?
I'm worried about having to make lyrics.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just don't be cringe.
All right, I'll be talking about the.
Just use Canada. Just use
suicide, bad girlfriends, exes. What other edgy things are there?
Oh, you could talk. You could talk about how you used to hit the bong with the boys until they became toys.
It's like, in the night, hear the song, I call the story ever going heartless.
Johnny Cage. Hello, Johnny. He says, "Well, I feel like you're about to make a huge mistake. It's because it is. But you know what? You know what? You know what? But we are honorable, and we will carry out this burden for y'all. And the best.
I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make my voice sound good.
Now, the best part is, Johnny, is that when it does release, and it will, you don't. If you're that scared." And you don't want to hear it, you don't have to hear it. You have a choice. Like Jack.
Unlike me.
No, like Jack, you have a choice.
No, I don't. Fine, then I have a choice to say, all right, we're ending the YouTube channel.
Oh, he can do that now. He could definitely do that. He has the power. But unbeknownst to Jack, unbeknownst to him, the JAC Show will live on in one way or another.
Why is my mic so sensitive? Like,
oh,
I'm eating chips, and it's apparently being picked up from the mic.
I can't hear it over through Discord, so that sounds like a Twitch problem.
Yeah, Twitch is gonna have ASMR.
If you want to hear ASMR Jack eating chips, head over to Jack live streams over on Twitch.tv if you want to hear all of that. Johnny K says, "That's it. You hit 100, and now the channel may die." Yep, that's it. We're done. Channel closed for the 1,000th time. We're done.
We hit our peak.
Yeah, this is our peak. Just when we got game big numbers. No, but in all seriousness, despite Jack's what's that word? What's that fancy word? Reluctance to fulfill the mixtape. we're still very happy and very joyful that we are finally in the triple digits, son. Triple digits, which means that we are definitely hitting the audience, getting our audience, and making our stride, and that we're able to do it within our second year of this channel, second year. And I had this realization, which I'm sure Jack, you probably did, that for this year we reached a lot of milestones for the channel. We've done 100 episodes. We now have 100 subscribers, and I personally have made 100 comic reviews. And as far as the total amount of content we have for our channel, good lord, there's probably too much to count from beginning to end. And trust me, there have been some things that I ended up deleting or unlisted from the public view, mostly because they're either redundant or they don't need to be there. And we still have a lot of stuff you guys to watch. So we have worked hard for this, and we're very appreciative of your guys' support, and because you guys are what makes this fun for us, and as well, you guys are the reason why we keep on going in the first place. Now, with all that fun stuff said, I will be laughing though. We drop that mixtape and we lose a good number of subscribers.
Damn, my voice will be the cause of our downfall.
It will be so bad. It will bring us down like back to 50 or something. We're like, what? We gotta get back up. We gotta go even harder this next time.
And since we have to redo the 100 subscribers, we have to do another song.
This time we'll do a techno song. No, wait, no, that's club music. That's not techno. Well,
it's techno.
There you go.
You forgot to add the hi-hats.
I'm whatever. You get the idea. Johnny K says, maybe wait until you have like 110, 150 just to have that wiggle room. No. We're gonna do our best to release it before the year ends. Right?
What? Damn.
Yes. We're keyword our best. All right? Because if you know me when it just comes to making regular videos, especially this year, 6 months for a comic review, we'll do our best.
You're beating yourself up more than usual there.
Well, because it's true. Now, granted, the funny thing is, I'm preparing my next comic review, right? And it's much smaller because I'm focusing on one story, unlike the last one I did, where I'm focusing on 4 stories. So when I'm preparing it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot how like just if when I'm not doing a whole trade or volume of issues, just doing one single issue, I forgot how actually fast and easy those were, because I've been doing the long ones for so long. Oh, Johnny Gates says that comic review was at 69% for like 420. I see what he did there. Oh man, granted, it was almost covered for the core because I've also taken a long time for other videos, like if I had the time, I would love to do a follow-up to, like, literally last year, when I released my Hat Cross review of Kata's The Prophecy. And the cool thing about that anime, Jack, is that actually that anime takes place during Christmas time. So it would have been the most ideal to review the second movie now, but I don't have that type of time.
Not with that attitude.
Not with any attitude. But
maybe a can-do attitude can do it.
any case, but I would say though, I'm a little upset at something. Well, number one, I want to make a correction because it is related to JoJo. I am misremembering so many things. Number one, I don't know why I thought the anime was over 50 episodes long, and
I was
and,
very confused.
and I think I know why I associate that, because we talked about the first half of part 5 on the 50th episode. So I got my numbers confused there. I was confusing our episode number with the show's episode number.
Man, I was wondering too. Whenever you said 50 episodes, I just didn't argue with you because I was like, maybe he's right, and I'm not sure.
I was so confident. So confident.
Yeah, you sounded so confident that I just could not argue it.
Even though you could have just gone to Netflix and just easily caught me on 4K on stream.
Nah, because that involves me having to go to Netflix.
But I am upset though that I told you last episode, hey, let me know when you reach the halfway point. And then yesterday, all right, then you say, all right, finish with the show. I'm like,
well, you were asleep. And, like every other time you're asleep and I am awake because I'm the freaking night owl. That's my job.
You could have just like told me when you're literally halfway into the season and be like, hey, I'm almost done. That's like,
that, you know what's funny?
What?
That was literally on the first day.
Oh my gosh! And unfortunately for me,
it was on one of my long days, so I pretty much watched everything in one day.
Oh god! Unfortunately for me, though, I don't know. Like, unless the show is like gripping me to the extreme, I guess can't bring myself to binge stuff, because then I feel like I gotta do some other things. I can't spend an entire day just watching something. That's just me though. But I am watching. But I am watching, and since there's not as much episodes as I thought it was, it won't take me long to catch up because I'm mainly watching them during my lunch hours at work.
Well, what if you get a job as a night guard?
No, because no,
Have all the time in the world at night.
no.
You can be writing papers at night.
You gonna go to a SpongeBob skit there?
Gonna drive a little go-kart at night.
I can even edit reviews at night. Oh no! I actually like to wake up early in the morning, because then I feel like I can have a full day, which is why it sucks when I wake up late. And I'm like, dang it, day's wasted. I'm burning sunlight here.
I'm burning moonlight for me.
Burning moonlight.
I'm burning moonlight.
Find evil by moonlight. So, but I'll probably be finished with part 5 sooner than you think. Not as soon as Jack, but sooner than you think. And so that's on that end. Now, there's actually is a few things are worth chatting about a little bit. The one thing is probably not though. I want to mention just to see if you even care. So guess what's happening tomorrow, as we speak?
What?
The Game Awards. Are you excited?
There you go. That was my answer.
Right response. Actually, legitimately, I haven't met anyone actually genuinely excited for the award show. As far as I know, the only people who watch it are people with YouTube channels. And no, we're not.
It's free content.
It's free content, and most people watch it for trailers and so forth, and that's really it. No one cares about the ceremony itself.
Man, if that's the case, just do E3.
Yeah, and even then, but it will be interesting to see what new trailers, actual trailers, not CGI trailers, not those teasers for trailers, or not like, hey guys, we're working on a game, won't come out until like in 5 years though. None of that. Actual like trailers, and then it says, boom, coming out in 6 months. Boom, coming out in 8 months. Boom, coming out tomorrow. I want more of that.
It came out yesterday.
His new game came out yesterday. What? How? Wait. How did no one catch this? Because we're an indie developer and no one cares.
Because we're from the future.
Wait. Hold on.
Then then the developers come out like, "Hey guys, sorry we're late." The ones in the future just disappear.
I time travel to make video games. that sounds like a light novel. I time travel to make video games. I
I
want
had time travel to make video games while
while tending a farm.
while tending a farm with my cute sister. There, you gotta add the sister in there.
Put sister in quotations though.
True.
It turns out it's a girl who who he views as a sister, not his actual sister.
And then take 10 pages, take a whole 2 chapters to explain why you're not blood related.
And then at the end of the volume have another girl show up who turns out to be a girl from his childhood, and they had a promise.
Exactly.
Etc. 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 Actually, Scissorhunt. I'm just a tangent. You know, it's an anime that I was watching, and as generic it is, I was actually getting with it until it started doing some tropes in his story where I'm like, nope, bopping out. I'm not dealing with this. I forget the name because I'm great with Japanese names, but how do I put this? It was a harem anime, but not an erotic one.
Okay.
It was one that to an actual story, and the main character, his whole thing is that he has a um what's that? Oh, he has a necklace with a, what's that called? Locket? Locket?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called a locket. Or
Yes.
okay, he has a locket, and apparently he's waiting, hoped one day to meet the girl who gave him the locket, but he doesn't remember who it was. All he remembers is that she gave it to him and that she has the key. That's the premise.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the main characters is this new girl who transfers to a school, and she's blonde, and she's has like this red ribbon on her hair that that's like her design, and she's supposed to be the more tomboyish. She's the tsundere, all right. She's a tsundere
Mm-hmm.
to the main character. And I'm watching along, and I think she's apparently from her, like she's a daughter of a Yakuza gang. I believe that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm watching along, I'm like, all right, bit generic, but it's sincere. I'm enjoying for what it is. And you see where the main character is like, he's getting closer with the tsundere girl, and then there's the classmate that has a crush on, and there's that relationship. And then how the twists and turns coming. And so far I was enjoying it. But what drew me off was as this first season was ending, so I did watch a good amount of it. As the first season was ending, another girl shows up, and it was revealed that the main character has somehow met all these 3 girls when he was a kid, and each of them had a key, had a key in which one of them could be the one to open his locket, and that will be the one that he made his promise to his true love, in fact. And I'm like, you're serious? You're gonna do this with the segment's almost over, and then you added a 3rd girl into? All right, I'm not watching no more. I'm not dealing with this bullcrap, because I was genuinely interested to see which of the 2 were, because they were giving heavy hints. It could have been the tsundere, or the girl he has a crush on in school and known her for a long time. It could have been. I was like, and I could have been fine with that. But then at the 3rd one, I'm like, what? Is there a 4th one? How many girls did he meet as a kid and made promise to that somehow have a key that opens some sort of locket?
I'm looking it up right now.
I don't remember the name, but that's the gist of it, it's like a, it's not ongoing. It's already finished, so you could probably easily find it. I know like the tsundere girl, she's the one, the character most people know about. Like all I can remember is that she is blonde hair and has a red ribbon. That's all I remember. What she look like.
You said something about the Yakuza?
Yeah, like, I think she was like the daughter of like a yakuza gang.
Hmm.
And also hello Virgo. He goes hello my black
Okay,
brothers.
I
Oh,
found it.
oh, we will be black brothers when we drop that mixtape. And you bet, and whatever it is, Virgo, you and your brother better rap it to it too.
Oh god.
We'll have
Okay,
to.
so I found it. It's called Nisekoi False Love.
I'm going to assume that's the correct one, but
It has a 7.61.
good for them. It a barely passing grade. What's it? How do you spell Nisekoi?
Nisekoi.
All right,
Yeah,
this me. I'll let me confirm. Yep, that's the one. That's the
that's
one.
the one.
Yeah,
All right.
Nisekoi. That's the one I watch, and it stopped because I want to deal with that nonsense. Deal with that bullshit
You just couldn't
stuff.
deal with it.
Not dealing with that. Let's see. Johnny Cage was interspecies reviewers. God. No. 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 That's your territory, Johnny.
In my territory.
Then Johnny says with the locket, he says sounds like a BDSM thing. Oh, it's a tsundere. They tend to go to that territory,
You know,
unsurprisingly.
I was like very tempted to say but I forgot that that's pretty much one of those perverted etchy? Yeah, etchy ones.
Isn't that just a music video?
MM?
No,
No.
I think that's something else. Never mind. Never mind. Let's see. Say, hey, Gaji, welcome, man. Yes, it was Nisekoi. I wasn't. I remember watching it a few years ago. Was joining it at first. At a certain point, I had to tap out and go, "Nah, I'm not dealing with all these weird plot twists and contrivances. None of that." And also, hello, Sandy. Sandy says, "Halo Infinite is here." Woo woo.
Oh
And
no, it's oh yeah.
it,
I was hoping you would say wart. It's
wart
it's the
wart
elites. They always go wart.
wart. What do you want from me? I'm interested, but I can't say I'm excited. But Jack, on the other
Me.
hand, he was actually talking to me about the game right before we came on, and
Gave such a great synopsis of 5.
yes, he did. I still vaguely understand, but it's fine. So who cares? But I'm glad to hear that that if anyone's gonna have a high standard for for their Halo game, it's gonna be Jack. And I'm glad to see that he's actually enjoying the game thus far. In fact, that's all he's been doing. I think today.
Yeah, that's all I did for today.
So yeah, he's impairing that Halo Infinite stream, boys.
Now, it seems I'm looking up online right now, and I kind of figured that was the case. Oh, wait. Ooh, so it says here, this is from an article from July 27th of last year. It says 343 clarifies that Halo Infinite will support 2-player split screen and 4-player online co-op.
4-player.
Yeah, it's always been a 4-player co-op.
Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Now I got some gears right in my head. I'm not gonna say it out here yet because it may not happen, but you never know. Never know. I'll leave you some more comments. Oh my god, you just I haven't watched or read Nisekoi, so I'm gonna withhold my opinion on it. Fair enough. It also continues. Also, I'm gonna watch Interspecies review, and I'm gonna love every minute of it. You do you, boo. You do you.
You should watch the uncensored one.
No, you should watch the novelization.
The
What's
uncensored one is in Anime TV.
well, but it's reading it. You can use your imagination.
Yeah, you got to use your imagination for how long they'll last.
It's the imagination, man. Don't you know the brain is the most erotic thing in your body?
Or the most,
I
I
can't
don't know.
say it with a straight face. I can. Johnny Case is so literally is a chassis, like it's like a dog collar for the dying woman. I guess so, but it's on a necklace. So I get if that's the case, then Yugi Moto has some we have some questions for Yugi Moto
And the Pharaoh.
and
Atem.
Atem
Atem.
a 10.
A 10 out of 10.
Don't you mean Seto Kaiba?
Nah.
He's not a 10. Oh, come on. It's Seto! Big brother!
Nah, he's a 20 out of 10.
Oh, you're right. You're all right. And at the
Because
bottom of the barrel is Joey Wheeler.
anyone that goes against him is a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck.
Oh god. I actually saw a clip where in a rare moment, Kaiba actually praised Joey.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think that was but of course I'm sure Joey lost to Merrick in that fight.
That was such a cheap shot because Joey would have beaten Merrick if it wasn't for the Shadow Realms.
If it wasn't for the gang Shadow Realm. Johnny
Like,
Case.
he was so close.
Johnny Case's Yugi is literally a soft bottom that turns to a top when Atem comes out.
Ah, so he's a switch. He's a switch.
Play that sound. That switch sound. I guess so. But who's the better duelist?
That's easy.
Jade and Yugi.
Tristan.
Tristan, he hasn't. Didn't he like only duel once in that entire show?
Yeah, he's the best duelist.
Well, that's true. He has a perfect record of 1 win, 0 loss. Wait, did he even win?
I don't think so.
I was thinking. At least you didn't say my Valentine. Big, who is probably one of the bigger jobbers in that entire show. But yes, she stuck.
Yeah.
But she stuck around for obvious reasons. You know, I actually never understood how old she's supposed to be. Like, is she a teenager like the rest of the guys, or she's like a young adult?
I think she's still a teenager. Borderline young adult.
Okay, so like, okay, yeah, I can see that she probably like graduate. What do they call it? Secondary school over there, equivalent of high school. Okay, I can see that. But oh, what was it as well? Speaking of Japanese related media, so I do want to say that I am there's one thing I am excited for. There is, and right now it's nothing big, but one thing I'm actually excited for tomorrow to watch, to bring it all back from the Game Awards. I know for sure, in which I will not watch it from the actual event. And I'll just wait for the trailers on YouTube. Would be that trailer for the second Sonic the Hedgehog movie. And because
yeah, I forgot about that.
I think they released the official poster, which I love. Someone commented and they retweeted it, where someone said, "How's Hawaii is in the world?" And with the Sonic 2 poster is much better made than the Spider-Man posters. Have you seen those Spider-Man posters for No Way Home?
I haven't.
Just look, like take a gander at them, and just tell me. And I look at them, I'm going, you guys are a million. This is a big movie, and you can't get anyone with enough Photoshop experience to make a decent poster. Granted, Marvel posters haven't not known to being good, but there's only some way you can be generic until it's insulting. Like they're like framing wise, they're insultingly generic, but it's just the actors don't even like to have the right lighting that's hitting them. And Spider-Man and when the costume hits and the lighting looks so bright and still saturated that he does not match with any of the environment that's going on around him in those posters. It's just
let me see. Oh, I see. Yeah. not great.
But that Sonic poster, though, that definitely is great. And I do like they actually show Tails in the tornado. So, yes! You're gonna get some tornado action. But for those of you who don't know what the tornado is, that's his plane. That's what it's called, the tornado. Mark 1. Mark 1. And I believe it's actually already released. I believe that movie's gonna come out in April. I know for sure April. Don't know the day. But definitely in April, so I know what we're definitely gonna be streaming about in that month when it comes.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, we should probably watch it together.
Sonic 2? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You definitely should. I'm definitely gonna be more excited about that than the Mario movie.
Yeah, especially since Illumination's making that movie.
Of all anime, well, I get why Nintendo decided to work with them in terms of profitability and and Illumination has shown that to make successful movies. Not
Just
now.
Starcast everything. Just Starcast everything and keep the animations at a minimum.
Well, to give credit, it's not that that's at a minimum. Is that they like to use a lot of basic shapes. I mean, look,
keep it at a minimum. I want to see 3 frames on that Goomba. Only 3 frames.
That's like more frames than the original Goomba on the NES. I think what, like 2, which is just left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. That's like 2 frames.
See, and that's an improvement.
Johnny K says Seto is the best. Yuki can't win without cheating. I don't know. Some people like to say, who's the 5Ds guy again? Yusei. Some say Yusei's the best. I can't confirm nor deny, but I've heard around the grapevine from the Yu-Gi-Oh fandom.
I thought Jaden was the best in canon.
No, he's the best rapper, canon.
Jaden, best rapper.
There you go. That's what you gotta inspire to be. You gotta be better than Jaden Yugi.
Game on, get your game on.
Yeah.
I forgot the rest of the lyrics.
That's all the lyrics you need to know. That's it. Just game on.
That's like
get your game on.
Of it. That's like 90% of the lyrics.
That's all you need to know. That's all I need to know. And I'm sure you can just listen to the Japanese version and it'll be some. Actually, that reminds me. I have a little gripe with JoJo Part 5, going back to that.
Alright.
Look, small gripe. I love so for the second half of the season, I love the way how the opening song comes in. Almost sounds like progressive rock. Mm-hmm. And then it just kind of loses me after that, where I'm like, oh, now it's just generic J-rock.
It progressed a little too forward for you.
No, it progressed backwards. Because like when you hear it, it sounds like an opening opening riff from like a Genesis song or Electric Light Orchestra, and I'm like, oh, okay, we're getting somewhere. And then it just becomes regular J-rock, and I'm going, which I did. That is one thing I can criticize about Part 5, and I probably even mentioned it when we talked about this like a year ago. Was that I am not big on their opening for this Part 5's opening themes. I'm just not.
I've been skipping, like I skipped through the opening theme. That's not something I usually do when it came to the JoJo ones because,
because they're super hot fire for the most part.
I think for me it would be part 2, then part 3, part 1, and part 4. Well, actually, part 4 is somewhere like in the middle of all that.
Number 1 for me will have to be from Part 1, Sonochino Sarome, the most manliest out of all of them, which means the best, and which means the best. But below that, I am torn to either between Stand Proud or Bloody Stream. I'm gonna go with Stand Proud as number 2. The first Part 3 thing then Bloody Stream, then I don't know how it's pronounced, but the second theme for part 3. And I actually do like all the things for part 4 and how very different they are in terms of genre. With what was the first one called for part 4?
I don't remember.
Oh, crazy noisy bizarre town. Like I do enjoy that they do different styles of music throughout the entire story. And but with part 5 starts off kind of just J-rockish, and then the second one J-rockish but with some symphony added. Oh, which means hopefully do something special for part 6, since part 6 is the well, is technically technically would be the final part for the main JoJo story.
Oh, is it like nothing about the Joestars anymore after that?
Um, I'll say it like this: part 6 is the final story of JoJo in that reality,
Um,
and that's that's as best as I can describe it. Because part 6 is actually generally is gonna go crazy. It's gonna be real crazy.
I like the fact that part 3 made it sound like, yeah, so stands, they're a very rare occurrence. Like not many people have them.
Which is true. It's just technically true. It's just that the story revolves around of stand users, and we tend to find them like every 20 minutes or so.
Oh no. Then to kind of like make sense of all that, I think I think it was actually said in part 3, or maybe it's like in part 4. They're like, so why do we keep bumping into these guys? They're everywhere. Oh well, we're just magnetically attracted to each other. Not
yeah,
really magnetically, but we just
they're like
just always meet.
it's like Highlanders. Oh no, sorry. It's like the Immortals from the movie Highlander. You'll know one when you see one. It's one of those things. Like it's a total stranger, but you know he's an immortal, or that's a stand user. You just know it's a feeling, like turning Super Saiyan. How it's a tingly feeling on your back.
And why is there so many stands that involve the user dying first?
Is there a lot of
Which
them that involve the user dying?
seems like it.
I don't recount any. At least not ones that come to mind. There's a lot of stand users people use to kill people. There's very rarely ones people use just to do mundane. Like I think only part 4 is the most amount of stand users I've seen where they use their stand to do mundane tasks, like cooking, beauty salon, collecting change.
Imagine just Jotaro going around everywhere in the normal daily life of college with a stand.
I'm surprised that's not a novel somewhere. But imagine like getting bored and after like 2 years when you had like the greatest adventure of your life, and then you're like, you know what, I want to be a marine biologist.
Yeah, I had the best time. Well, probably not in their eyes, but the most thrilling and adrenaline inducing adventure. And then you proceed, yeah, go say, I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna get an education.
Well, it's supposed to show that he's matured because he can't be the punk. He can't be a punk all his life.
Nah, he still acts like
I'll be with Johnny Cage here. He says top 100 rappers Eminem is afraid to diss. Number 69, Jack. You know, at this point, you know, Eminem not really on his A game ever since when he did that impromptu rap about Trump a few years ago.
Did it involve the coffee pot?
Yeah. And it was done like he recorded it like in some parking lot somewhere.
And like it broke the flow with the coffee pot. Like literally just
It was
stop, couldn't think of anything. Coffee pot.
it was still bad regardless. And then his next big song. All right, what he's gonna do? He's gonna make a song for the Venom movie called Venomize. Good for you, Eminem. Good for
And
you.
everyone keeps mishearing the lyrics where he says Venom, but he doesn't say it Venom, 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 Venom. It actually says a lot of other things, but people mishear it with him just saying Venom.
And then Johnny Cage then tells me, bitch, I'll fight you. Uragiram is great. Well, that's like your opinion, man.
Who is that one?
Yuragiram no Requiem. I think that's the second half Joe part 5 theme. I believe. I could be wrong. But that's just your opinion, man. There's no Sono Chino Sada, man. And you cannot deny that, Johnny. Deny that. I'm not even gonna recognize it. No. You cannot deny what is right in front of you. Right in front of your ear holes.
Yeah, you could just do the Brian method. Sees God, denies it still. That's all you had to do.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. And then get beat up by your best friends by your owner's best friend twice, and then have sex with this transvestite dad
Twice.
No, but the second time he really meant it. He really wanted it. Then Quagmire's other mother, I guess you could say now, was like, you know what, nah, bro, let's not do it.
I don't think that happened.
Then I don't know. Then I don't know what happened to that relationship.
If I'm correct, it was what ended up happening is that the dad or slash mother now, the trans female, she was given the choice by Quagmire to say, well, it was a cheap shot because it's literally going, you're gonna pick him or me. And of course picks the son because that's their family.
Vin Diesel was proud with that
You
decision.
don't know, maybe Brian would have turned his life around if he actually got married with him.
No, because he had so many opportunities to fix his life, he just chooses not to. Remember that son he has?
True.
And remember that girl Jillian? Yeah, she's a bit of an airhead, but he has this beautiful woman who he can honestly treat with respect and help her grow. But no, but no, her relationship doesn't work out, and she ends up getting married to a doctor who actually respects her and is kind to her despite her airheadedness.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it would have been another bad relationship for Brian.
Well, not for Brian, but for Quagmire and the family.
True. Johnny Cage says, "Don't you talk about my hero holes like that? Who do you think you are? Who do you think I am? I got nothing cool to retort. Unfortunately, I got nothing. Jay, you got something? You got something to retort there?
I was thinking about it. Couldn't think of anything.
I can't do anything with ear holes. That's a weird thing to go for. I'm not gonna lie. all I could say. Who do I think I am?
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. That's why I'm right, because I'm Batman. And Batman can totally beat up Johnny Cage. Because Johnny Cage is a low tier fighter with a 4th-rate moveset.
It's a 3rd tier fighter with a 4th tier moveset.
his only most memorable thing is hitting people in the dick. And Ninja Mine was a terrible movie.
And the here's Johnny trope.
Oh man. No, I lied. Johnny Cage is great. He's been consistently great. Only bad thing about Johnny Cage, again, the character, not Not our audience member.
He's already trying to make it to 99 subscribers.
Yes. Johnny K says, "Did Batman ever beat Shinnok? No, didn't think so." Well, think about this. Johnny Cage is so good. He didn't even appear in the Mortal Kombat DC crossover. Think about it. He's such a great character. He didn't even appear in the crossover where they use the most popular characters. Freaking Jax got to be in that game and not Johnny Cage. Actually, let me look at that roster real quick, because in that game they picked the most popular characters. I want to try to remember who on the Mortal Kombat side. MK versus DC. The roster. Lexi, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, yeah, Sonya, yeah, Shang Tsung, yeah, Liu Kang, yeah, Katana, yeah, Jax, debatable. Kano, debatable. Raiden, yeah, Baraka, yeah. So they could have easily switched Johnny with Kano or Jax, but nope. Johnny K says they knew he would outshine everybody. It was the best choice. Hey Jack, remember the time when Darkseid fused a Shao Kahn?
What?
You don't remember?
What?
Then I got something fun to show you. Hold on, so I can find this. Yeah, technically it's canon within Injustice and Mortal Kombat. So let's see if I can find it real quick though. Okay, I think this might be it. All right. I'm gonna share the video. I'm gonna share the view with you, Jack, through the sources. There we go, and we can watch it together. I think this is it, but either case, I always love quoting this game because it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, ready, Freddy.
All right, playing in 3, 2, 1, play.
What happened? This is our world.
It is worse than when I left.
This is what will become of the realms if we do not stop Dark Khan.
Over there! Dark Khan's
Dark
forces.
Khan.
Dark Khan. Look at these jobbers.
I will speak with him, but be ready to fight.
I'm Superman. We need to know your intentions.
I am Raiden, God of Thunder. With me are the mightiest warriors in all the realms.
Action pose.
We have come to challenge you in mortal combat. You will be
Why?
defeated.
Don't be so sure, Raiden. If you want to fight, you'll find my friends and I are up to the challenge.
Why?
Oh, it's happening.
I can sense something. Something big. It's here!
The Force.
No, it's Dark Khan.
Dark Khan.
Look at him, Jack. Look at him.
I see him.
The build up.
He has no crotch.
Seek to destroy me.
Everyone point and laugh at him for having nothing.
No, he surpassed needing genitals.
Unleash your aggression.
Nah, we need to emasculate him. I mean, if you didn't show up, they were gonna do it anyway.
No, but they do it for sure this time because they're angry. Did you like that? Did you like that? What is it gripping for you? That story.
Hey, I just met you. I want to fight you. You looked at me funny. I'm gonna fight you.
Johnny Cage. Jesus, that's so stupid. That's what he said. Hey, Chris. He says, make the rest of the stream a playthrough of this. Johnny Cage says, Dark Khan, my man, why do you have to look like Blaze? I know, of all the... Why does... You think combining Darkseid and Shao Kahn will make something kind of unique, but no, all you get is like a rock version of Blaze. This is stupid. It's stupid. And I play the game. I play the game.
Also, the one guy with the many sharp teeth.
Oh, Baraka.
How can he talk?
Don't question it.
Like he's a natural ventriloquist.
No, he just can. You know what? It just reminds me, Jack. You never. Okay, have you ever actually watched any of the Mortal Kombat story modes?
Nah, I didn't really find an interest in Mortal Kombat whatsoever.
Fair. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it. Like Johnny Cage's poor taste.
I am entitled.
Like Johnny Cage's poor taste in JoJo music. But I just get an idea. I think we should watch one of the story modes. At least one that's more palatable. Definitely not the Mortal Kombat versus DC one, because that one's oh boy, it's rough. It's very rough. But for Mortal Kombat 9 or the 2011 game, I would love to see you witness the shenanigans that happen in that game, because it's now by no means the worst story ever, but a lot of the things that happen in the game are like, wow. They were written in a corner and there was no way for them to get out. There's a lot of that situations in those games. Johnny says, oh, how can Melina give PJs? We don't think about that. Oh my gosh. Context Jack, Melina, she's another character that has Baraka's, mouth thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he's saying that. But
well, does she have a long tongue?
No. She
she could just lick it like a lollipop. That's it.
Oh man. And you know what, Johnny? The funny thing is, if it's her MKX version, it's possible. But still, I don't think you want to do anything, Melina, since she's the crazy girl. You don't do that. And you know that Reiko probably what was that word? Reiko probably regretted it when he did it with her in the comics.
Ouch.
But for politics, he did it for politics of all things.
It came that his manhood came out like the shower setting on a hose. You didn't know the shower setting on the hose?
Which shower setting?
The sprinkle set, the setting that has where it has multiple streams.
God dang it. Johnny says, we don't talk about her MKX design either. It's not that bad, Johnny. It's not that bad. Not that bad. It's different. I'll give it that. Very different. And some would say because they essentially fixed her mouth in a sort of way, it kind of ruins the entire purpose of her character's design. But it's not bad. Like, be real here. And hey, but they fixed it for MK11, so there's that. Silver lining. Worst part is, that reminds me, Jack. Okay, here's a question I want to ask you because it involves fighting games, not just Mortal Kombat, but just fighting games in general. How do you feel of having to pay pay money for a DLC character who didn't make it to the initial roster but was in the previous game?
Depends. Pretty much depends on how much I get in that initial roster. Like, for example, Street Fighter V, how it gave me barely anything in roster, and then expects me to pay a season pass for every character that's coming out after that.
fair enough. But always wonder about that because unless the character coming back is not too different, it would be kind of rip out to pay to play money for a character who they chose not to make for the initial roster, but you can get already by playing the previous game.
Because thankfully, I only paid $30 whenever Street Fighter V came out.
Yeah. Luckily though, that game's roster has like exploded. If you haven't take a look at it, like exploded. Then again, you're not gonna.
Yes, but it's only the cost price.
Well, no. No. You could play the champion edition.
You can't with the. Okay, so here's the thing. Whenever
Oh, that's right, with your little black market thing.
No. Literally, literally it'll be like, okay, you have the championship edition. I'm like, cool, I'll get all the characters that I want. No, because apparently I still have to buy them.
I didn't. I think I think that was only for the fight. When I got champion edition, I think that was only for the final season, and that was way after champion edition was already came out.
I still didn't like it.
Fair enough, I guess.
I mean, there's no I guess if for like a good portion of the game's lifespan, it was just overall review negative.
True, but they are in a better place than where they were started.
No, they should have been in a good place to start. That's how all game companies should be. I'm tired of seeing game companies shell out half the game and then put out the other half, but leave it behind another price tag. Halo literally just
I'm not
like Halo literally.
I'm not disagreeing. But I am giving credit where credit is due.
Nah, it's Capcom. Don't give credit.
Hey, at least they have other fun games to play.
No.
Like Monster Hunter World, Devil May Cry 5, the newer Resident Evil games.
Nah.
Ace Attorney.
Nah. Not even Ace Attorney will help you here. No amount of objections will help you here. I'll overrule them all.
Well, it would be nice if they could make other fighting games that's not Street Fighter.
That would be nice, actually. It would be a nice breath of fresh air.
It would be nice, and if they do Marvel's Capcom again, they don't F it up. Now that
maybe that high school thing that you were talking to me about, I never played it before.
Oh, Marvel's Capcom?
No, the one that was like set up in the Street Fighter universe, but it was like
Rival Schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love for that to come back. I would love for that to come back, or at least re-release the original games in a convenient manner. They got the rounds for it. I know they do. God dang it! I'm thinking back at all their best fighting games. If you wanted to play them on one giving you place, you know it's the best system to get for that.
Johnny Cage is right. He says, I mean, the King of Fighters was always better than Street Fighter anyways.
What about those years where they weren't?
Nah, screw that. They had pixel art.
So you're not gonna acknowledge the King of the 3D King of Fighters games or the mid 2000s King of Fighters 12.
We do not acknowledge those. We only acknowledge the pixel art.
The pixel art that almost made the company bankrupt.
It did, but it looked nice.
It did look nice. It did. I will not deny that.
That's like literally every animator's dilemma. It looks nice, and it's making a good amount of revenue. Yes, but we're still in the red, guys. Because we spent all our money on art.
Johnny Cage, we don't talk about that, damn it, about the 3D King of Fighters games. I'm not even talking about KOF 14. There's a series called Maximum Impact. You should check it out.
Or what about the best 3D fighting game?
What's the best?
Alive.
Sure, but if I sincerely want to try to get Dead or Alive, but I just can't get into its gameplay.
You guys remember you get to play as I think her name is Hitomi, purple hair girl.
Oh,
Cowboy girl,
oh,
other girls,
it's
more
Kasumi,
girls,
Ayane,
more girls.
Tina. There's the lolly.
I
Uh,
heard there was guy characters, but I don't care too much about that. But the
yeah, no,
girl
no,
character right
the
there.
guy characters are cool.
No, the other
You
girl
got you got
character.
freaking Ryu Hayabusa in the game.
Yeah, but the other girl character.
There is Momoji. Who else? I think Momoji's in those games. I could be wrong. Someone would correct me. No,
And the other girl character that has the crazy jiggle physics.
you mean all of them?
Exactly.
Oh, and also there's Mai Shiranui and Pi from Virtua Fighter. Oh, and one time a female Spartan.
Oh yeah. And that one oh wait, wasn't it? I think that's Tex, actually, now that I think about it. That's Tex from Red vs. Blue.
Sure. It's
Who
Tex.
knows?
Even though the armor doesn't match, but sure, it's Tex in Red versus Blue. Rooster Teeth had to deal with Team Ninja.
I mean, the voice is a female, and that's the only thing I could think of.
Johnny K says you're not supposed to get into the gameplay. Just look at the Jiggly Boopas.
Yeah, exactly. See? He gets it.
Oh yeah. Blame me for actually wanting to play a game and not be like, all right. I get the fan service. It's nice. You got a nice pair, but you got anything else?
You can move him around with the controller. Gyroscope.
I will say though. I will say. I hope Dead or Alive does not go away because their last game they released, from what I understand, gameplay wise, is nothing wrong with it, but the marketing killed it. It killed them. It killed the hype momentum because they mistakenly were trying to pretty much clean their image for Dead or Alive.
How so?
By pretty much by not embracing why people play those games in the first place.
Oh,
To the point they even gave their mascot character, like Kasumi, the redheaded ninja girl. Like, you know, she usually wears that. You know her traditional outfit. Like for the sixth one, they changed her outfit to this, this generic spy catsuit thing.
They took away the boobas.
They actually didn't, but the marketing made it seem as though, and that marketing really killed any interest and hype for that game. And so when it came out, it came into little fanfare, and with very little support. Like they don't even try to do the crazy amount of costume DLC like they did for Dead or Alive 5. That's how bad it went.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully the series.
That's why they gotta embrace the booba.
Yep, and for one time they tried not to. They tried to be a serious fighting game. No one liked that. No,
Yeah,
to be fair,
you can't go nut on them.
to be fair, it's not like they tried the esports it, but they definitely were trying to have a cleaner image because I want to say that was in the middle of all the big sexual allegations going on within the FGC.
Oh, speaking of
What?
sexual allegations, have you heard what happened to the vice president of PlayStation, Sony?
I heard her reference to
the American.
I heard to the American vice president of PlayStation Network. Yes, and well, I'm glad he's caught and that he was then fired and he will probably be locked away forever.
You know what this means?
What does that mean?
Xbox will always win.
I guess so. Congratulations, Xbox! You win.
Xbox will have the key to roast any PlayStation fanboy.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Like any argument, they'll be like, "Well, at least one of our company's heads wasn't a
pedophile."
Yeah. They'll shut them up.
Yeah, pretty much. So, hey, there you go. Johnny K says, "I'm a fan. I want the service." He also says, "A good conversation always start with speaking of sexual allegations." Oh, Yeah, that's what.
And also, side
Mhm.
note,
Right.
did you? Okay, so it was from that old news about Blizzard, but I forgot about this. So apparently they changed one of the characters' names in Overwatch.
Oh, that's right, McCree.
Yeah,
They
to Cassidy Jones, I think.
so yeah, they changed his name because apparently McCree is named after one of the people within those allegations. Uh,
Cole Cassidy. That's
Bo-
the name.
Bolt Cassidy.
Cole, not Bolt. Don't be making it sound cool. It's Cole Cassidy.
Cole Cassidy. Oh, you got alliteration.
Nah.
Yeah, no, no.
You know, it's funny
They
because
should have just kept it McCree. It's
because
plain and
everyone
simple.
in the Overwatch community literally says that
There's
we're
an
just gonna keep
Overwatch
calling him.
community.
Yeah, surprisingly, they said we're gonna still keep calling it McCree.
Oh, Johnny K says Cassidy Cole, like the adult star. Ah, so I see why it's easy. It does sound like one kind of. It does sound
They
like
should have
one.
just said Alexis, Texas.
No, they should have just left it alone, called him McCree, and just be at the end. Or if they really wanted to change his name, just keep the McCree, but then refer to him as Tom or something. I don't know. Heck,
Uh,
name after a country or country western or western musician. Jack, name a country western musician.
Johnny Cash.
Fair. All right. Yeah. Yep. That would do. Now
I
name.
mean, it sounds.
Now name another one.
David Joel.
I actually don't know that one, so I'll take your word for it. I got one. Oh crap.
The best.
Roy Clark.
The
Roy.
best country singer. Skrillex.
I guess from a certain point of view.
You threw the fiddle and violin and the guitar in the corner and then use the blender on it. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Hello, Dunkle Zone. Johnny K says, "Hi, I'm Jesse McCree, but you can call me Tom." I forgot what his first name. They could have just called him Jesse.
What about Tom Sawyer?
Or Josiah, or just Tom Sawyer.
I mean, there's already a Tom Sawyer, but
I guess it could work. No, I got it. Ready? I got it.
what is it?
He should be called Big Iron.
Put a big iron on his head.
Big Iron on his head. You know what's another song from that album you should listen to?
What?
El Paso.
El Peso
El Paso.
coming out in the hopefully by the end of this year.
Hopefully.
We gotta insert the
that's some of the Daddy mixtape coming soon. Coming soon. But no, El Paso by the same guy who did Big Iron. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a happy ending like Big Iron. It's actually kind of a depressing song, like most country music. But it's still a fun song. It's still a fun song regardless. Jack fell off his Scoville today.
That's it.
He broke his leg. What a day! What a day! If only he fed his Scoville this morning, then his family wouldn't be in mourning.
Why does it sound like the rhythm of Jack and Jill went up the hill?
I don't know. You find the tempo here. I'm just rhyming. No.
Not my tempo.
Hey, I rhyme morning with morning. I'm gonna say you come up with something better.
Morning with morning.
Exactly, it works.
Morning with morning.
Yeah, a pun. I thought you liked puns. I thought you understand that.
It's a overused pun.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Probably because I'm edgy, but it is.
You know what? Actually, what it actually sounds like? I know you said edgy, but it sounds like you said etchy.
Yeah, I'm etchy.
Confirmed, Jack is etchy.
Yeah. My life isn't etchy.
is an ecchi existence. Oh, Johnny K says, Jack, hope your rap sounds better than this. Shut up. That's all.
Hey, that's not me. When was I rapping? What the hell?
No, he's saying that he hopes that your rap sounds better than what I just did.
Oh, okay.
That's what he's saying.
Thank you.
Also, Johnny says
I was about to put up my dukes right there.
Also, Johnny also says English is stupid. Actually, the way you speak stupid actually reminds me of an Alice Cooper song called "Hey Stupid," which actually is a great song that everyone should listen to, called "Hey Stupid." It's a very uplifting song. And no, I am not being sarcastic. It actually is.
My whole existence is sarcasm.
And that's why you fail. That's why you're etchy at life.
Etchy at life.
Etchy.
How does that work?
Ask any harem protagonist.
Will I find some long lost childhood like best friend girl thing and then like go up the stairs and I actually trip down and have my handful of boob?
Your handful of boob, but then she's not but you say I'm sorry, but she actually doesn't mind it. Then it turns out she has a secret key and you have a locket that you've been having for 25 years.
Oh my god, the key thing again.
and then guess what? And then guess what happens next?
What?
It turns out you're in the world of Kingdom Hearts.
Oh no!
You thought it was gonna be an ecchi? No, you're in a JRPG now, son.
Zeta Flare.
Get ready to meet your organization 13 copy, whatever.
Unionized. Unionized.
A union. Hey.
Best spell.
Organization 13, no effing union. Hey, Saxo. He goes, wait. I swear I heard this gag before. Which one? We're going through too many.
Too many gags. We're going back. It's a lightning round.
We're like a gag reflex. But I want that drum sound. So I can press the button and just plays it.
You get a slow clap. There you go. Slow clap.
Well, too bad I didn't hear it. But if you're on the Twitch and add JAC live streams on twitch.tv, you can definitely hear that clap.
How could you not hear the clap?
Because of all the noise suppression you got? Or maybe Discord just is not great at picking up sounds. You're suppressing your noise, man.
Oh, I'm reading the. Wait, hold on. Let me read this. Says, Smaxo replies with, "Oh, on this show, no less. Did I just suffer deja vu? Maybe you did.
Maybe it happens to the best of us. Also, Johnny Cage is like the gag from Melina's speech. God dang it! We tie it all back to Mortal Kombat.
No, the whole ecchi to Kingdom Hearts cat.
That is very specific, Saxo.
Very specific.
How?
I was actually talking to my supervisor one time about different words, specifically how there's another word that we have that's not compared, but what's the word? Similar? No.
Equivalent?
No. It's pretty much another thing we took from the French. So we always have the deja vu with I've seen this before.
So that's a very je ne sais quoi feel to it.
Yeah, have you heard of La Poule del Vide? La Pelle de Vide.
I want no one to complain about my language skills after that butcher of the French language.
I don't remember how it goes because I don't remember the actual if it was a de or a de in there, but it was in there.
I said le pelle du vide.
Lapel du vide. Yep,
Actually,
that
no,
one.
they wouldn't pronounce the E. So, correction. Lapel du vide.
Okay.
There you go. No,
Well, anyways,
I never heard of that. So what's lapel du vide? The Linus Jack.
it's a very terrifying one. So, has anyone ever had a moment where it's an intrusive thought that you're like in the middle of driving and then you see like you just have a weird image like and like you imagine yourself going into oncoming traffic, like literally just swerving off to your death. That is Lapel de Vide, which is
Oh, I
all
see.
of the void.
Okay, I'm familiar with that. I I'm familiar with those type of thinking because there is many a car trips where I look out the window and I just imagine, what if I just threw my DS out the car right now?
Yep, that's the void calling hack for his DS.
And never.
Meanwhile, everyone else, we want your souls. Hack, we want your DS.
Hey, exactly. My DS is the equivalent of everyone's souls. That's so worthy it is. That's facts. He got it too. He goes, "Oh, it's that voice in your head that tells you to jump whenever you're on a high place."
Yep.
Yep.
We all have that intrusive thought where we just want to, for some weird reason, just self-destruct.
Um, the DS is the only close thing that ever comes to me. So I never was in a situation where like I should die now.
He said,
Johnny
"So
Cage.
calm, collected, should die now."
Johnny Cage, y'all driving while high? Nope. I can confirm I do not touch drugs. No correction.
Yeah, you do.
I do not touch illegal drugs.
Okay.
There, I was about to say for Jack, it's all pedantic on me. And Douglas on says, never experienced it. Never want to do anything that harms me. Only other people. I believe that makes you a terrorist.
But you gotta make sure you're not too vague sometimes.
Oh, you know
whenever-
what? You know what? If me
What?
throwing out the DS out the car does harm me, so that's the closest I got to it. So if I throw out the DS, I actually am hurting my soul. I'm like, no, I have Sonic Rush in that case. I don't want to lose Sonic
Ew.
Rush.
Ooh, so great. A great comparison.
Johnny K says, so I should die now throughout the whole duration of my graduation project. Know that feeling immensely when I did my graduation project. And there was definitely a few moments in my time at college where it was the worst situation happened, and I was left. I felt my soul leave my body, and I was just a husk of a shell. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't even cry. So I just lay down, contemplated, and then 10 minutes later, I went right back to work.
What was your worst moment in college?
The one I was talking about, which to actually go into detail, was this.
Mhm.
I was working on so it was halfway into my education, and my assignment was going to be, I was involved with the team, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a full a level. For context, I my education is game design and game design development specifically. And so my assignment was to create my level within the build we were working on. And keep in mind, and I can say, and I say this with utmost honesty, uh, I was probably on the lower end of those classes, and it was a miracle that I passed any of those game design courses at all. Now, as to what the worst what happened was, while working on my level, keep in mind that working on this, for any asset we create and for anything we saved, we couldn't, obviously, because I worked with different people all over, since it was a virtual class, online class, I should say. We had to use we had to use a database software to actually save all our progress we work in our build. So I had to do a lot of that, and I was gonna be the first area that the player goes through in our level, and I was working on that, and my whole the whole intention of my level was pretty much to show the player the basis of the controls and using them so that my area is essentially a glorified tutorial, while the rest of the rest of the students in my group actually will make more interactive levels. That was my task, to teach the player. And and one night while working on this project, I made a lot of progression in creating just a structure for the player to go through, and then without and then Unity crashed, and I did not save any of that progression.
Ooh.
And this was the middle of the night, and I've been working for about 5 hours now on my level. And as I said, I was so in shock of what just happened. I couldn't cry. I felt nothing. That was the most like nothing in my soul, in my mind feeling I ever had. Just I felt like a shell. And so I got up from my computer chair, went to my room, and just lay in my bed. And I was gonna try to sleep it away. And I couldn't sleep. I felt nothing. I couldn't sleep because the thing was, the project, at least the project of the show was made some progress and showcased in the next day. So I lost a lot of progression in creating my level, and it was due the next day. And so, throughout, I got from my bed, realized what's at stake, man it up, and pretty much recreated everything that I built to that point. That took me about 5 hours, and did it in 2. Without and I wasn't finished until about 8 o'clock that morning, working continually from, I want to say, 10. So
Yeah, that's late for you.
So that was my lowest point in my college career.
Goddamn.
Yeah. How about yours?
Mine? Let's see. Mine was hmm. Probably. Oh, it's a tough choice between two that I have in my mind. I, you know what? I don't think that I don't think anything that I would ever say would be as bad as yours.
Oh, just
So
share.
me saying mine would probably just be like uh like a small inconvenience compared to what happened to you.
I'll just share it anyways. People are going to want to know regardless.
Hmm.
Just be glad you didn't just be thankful and
I
glad you
think
didn't
it
have
was
to
literally
experience anything as hard as mine.
I think it was literally whenever I was first starting to learn how to code in my classes, and the problem was that okay, so I used to talk a lot of crap about Java, which I kind of still do, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be because of the way that I was taught initially. And I think it was called Fundamentals of Programming Programming Fundamentals class. That's what it was called. they taught me in a very, very obtuse way of coding with Java. It was so wordy, too much to do with it, and I was doing one of my projects for the first time. Keep in mind, I did not know how to program. Literally, the only thing I ever did was the hello world, and that was literally me going into a YouTube video, typing in how to program, and I spent so many hours trying to figure out what to do in this one assignment. I was now down to the last day. Still didn't have. I had something, but for some reason it was not working, and I was so frustrated because I kept staring at the code for so long, and I thought I was just like, many things were running through my head. I was like, coding's probably not for me. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm I'm like I'm so stupid. Why can't I get this right? And literally, I think it was like 2 in the morning, and I was just like wondering how the hell am I gonna get through this class if like this first thing was like such an inconvenience for me. And it has a very anticlimactic ending. I was I got tired of looking at my computer, went to my bed, kind of was just like sitting there wondering if I should just change degrees right there and then. And from there, I think I went downstairs, grabbed something to drink, went back up here, and was back on the computer. And right there and then, I saw something. I saw I missed a semicolon. I put the semicolon in, ran the code. It worked perfectly. I didn't even react. I was just like,
Oh.
save, send, close the
Oh.
computer, go to bed.
Oh. It's how anticlimactic ending. That's the best ending. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that was the thing. That was a doozy. And compared to now, I mean, I prefer coding in C++, but it's really just depends on what you're gonna do because Java is more object oriented. So if you want something that with a lot of objects, then Java's the best bet. But other than that, the C family is like the best to kind of C++ is the best for when it comes to programming for games. I heard.
Dunko-san says Java's better than C.
I don't know anything about C. Maybe
I know
but
C.
C++
I know,
is,
and I know C sharp.
and I know C flat.
Problem is, C flat doesn't exist, technically speaking.
Now Python. I heard very many good things about Python, but I don't know what exactly is it like.
The snake.
What's its like little niche? What does it do compared to the others? Java has objects. C++ I think is more open ended. Is Python like C++ where it's open ended and better? Because I know Python is actually very it's very simple. Most of the things you code in there, like you think, okay, so Java is very wordy when it comes to what you want to ask it to do. C++ is like less than that, where instead of having to have like a what's for example Java system.out.println parentheses inside the parentheses. If you're gonna do a string, you do the quotation marks and then you write your string in there. and that's it. Java, C++ is like C out, um, the little less than or equal, less than or yeah, less than sign. Forgot what it's called. That then you put in your string. Python, I think it's a lot simpler than that.
So it's the one where instead of having to, because I know when I did C sharp, I yeah, that's whatever is the string I want to print out had to be a string that was within quotations, not within
Mhm.
like those the less than more than brackets.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now. Let me read some of the chat here quick after our two just Johnny Case causes nerds. Says the artist. Okay. like see like see let's start off with uh Takazan says he says for general use you can say narcotics if you're referring to illegal drugs. I always forget about that word exists, but thank you, Dunkel. Slaxel says, granted, the article I read is referring to him talking about the call of the board or Lepel de Vide. He says, granted, the article I read is really disingenuous, calling to attention of the test subject race of all things. Ah. I see. Yeah, that's weird. That's a weird thing to add in. Johnny Cage, my worst moment in college started 5 years ago, and it's still going strong. Wait, does that? Are you trying to say you're still in college? That's what you meant.
I feel like that's the case.
Realize what it's saying. Sax says, there's a problem. You're using Unity. I know Unity's far from the best game engine to use to develop games, but it's the most easier to use and beginner friendly. But yes, there are better game engines to use. Not that you can create some good stuff with Unity, but that's pretty much that's your play set before you're ready for the big boy toys, essentially. Dunkelson says it's fine. You can replace the tutorial with a manual, much easier. Hey, if that's all, I mean, in that case, I guess we could have just simply had in a screen before the game properly loaded up, where the player can view the controls. But it was more so to understand how the controls work, because it was a simple game, but the controls still require some explanation and showing how you can use them within the game's rule set. And that goes on to semicolons are a bitch. That is true. I've also gone through that problems many a time, so I relate to Jack completely. Let's see. Yeah, Gemini says, "Welcome, hello, Gemini." He says, "I never use Java, just C sharp." Stay with me, C sharp family. Douglas on. I had to run through someone else's code recently, and after 7700 of unspaced code, I saw that they put in a semicolon too many in the wrong place. Jesus, why is there so much code?
Wait. No, okay, first of all, you're not looking. Okay, this. Okay, Douglas on. This shows who's more into coding because he's talking about the how many lines there are. I'm here wondering why the hell is it unspaced?
Oh, that's
What kind of monster unspaces their code?
oh, I completely overlooked that. For some reason, I just thought like there was like a lot of empty space where there's no code on it. I didn't realize he meant like they didn't actually try to properly organize the damn thing. God dang.
That is terrifying to look at.
Yeah, like how you gotta probably put those brackets in and make sure there's no confusion in what you're reading, especially with 7,700 lines of code, which that's already too many for a single script to begin with.
Oh, speaking of which, I need to download it. I think it was Eclipse. I need to download Eclipse. I've been using JGrasp, which for some people, I had a programming or software engineer friend who was looking at my code for me, and then he noticed my IDE, and he's like, What in the 1990s is this?" Because it was literally it looked like a very old IDE, and the problem is I got that IDE because of my old professor.
who was probably stuck in the 90s, back when the Matrix movies were the hot new thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get clips mostly because it has a dark mode and it's an actual proper dark mode compared to NetBeans.
You know what this means? I should relinquish my title. Jack is the true hack.
I am Hacker Man.
No, you're Hacker Jack.
Hacker Jack.
There you go. That's your new Xbox tag name, Hacker Jack. Douglas on says Python is just really easy to use. The advantage to Python is that it's easy to learn and faster to write.
Yeah.
And
okay.
Johnny Courage also says you should have realized to my project. He says you should have made it all just QuickTime events. That actually would have been much harder to program.
You should have. What you should have done for your movement is use Q to move forward, F to move right, W for left,
Wait,
and
what?
down is V.
I feel,
It's very intuitive.
okay. I'm putting my fingers on the buttons. I don't know whether you're messing with me or this is just, but I can see it because it naturally places your fingers. I see what you mean.
My God.
But it's no. You know what? No,
Okay.
you're messing with me. You're messing with me.
Put the jump button all the way at the 9.
Stupid. Wait, which? But what if you don't have the little number pad?
Then use the other 9. It'll be for great mechanics.
Oh yeah, this will be great to play rhythm games in. I couldn't even put my finger on the W. It's naturally wants to put on E. God dang it. I haven't played it.
Let me try.
I haven't played enough guitar to stretch those fingers out.
Oh my God! It actually like. Wait, no. Huh?
Douglas,
It actually does stretch.
Douglas, QTE's visual novels where it's at. Yeah, I guess by that point, might as well just read a book.
You know, you want to know? But okay, I actually like at a very young age when I first started playing on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I was once a poor boy that didn't have a debit card and my own money with my own job.
Or a car.
Yeah. Well, that didn't matter at the time. But so as a baby in the PC community, I wanted to get games, but I didn't have the money for it. So I was mostly playing free to play games. And I saw this one game that was free and I got it and I thought it was going to be fun. You know how long it took me to realize it was a visual novel?
Oh my God. Oh, because I'm guessing you're reading a lot and you're kind of waiting for the game to start.
I was kind of waiting for like I was thinking to myself, maybe it's like one of those games where you like click to choose like a decision. So I was waiting for the decision. I was waiting for like wait, let me see. I think I still have the game. Let me go on Steam.
Oh, fun. Oh, actually, you're reminding me. So last month, I went to a local library and I saw right there. I saw a guy just using the library computers to pay Doki Doki Literature Club, and I was like, well, if this is the only way you can play that game, go ahead. The only weird thing about it was not that he was just playing it in a public setting, was that he was playing it while wearing goggles.
Too fast.
He's
going too fast.
Yeah, he was
reading too
like
fast.
he wasn't wearing reading glasses. He was wearing goggles for some reason.
Maybe he just like has really bad eyesight.
Yeah,
because I've seen people that have that.
I guess so. If that's a thing, then I guess I'm aware of it. I okay, sure. So here him with this guy, and he's sitting like super relaxed on the library chair, playing
Yeah.
Doki Literature Club in front of everyone while wearing goggles with his mouth agape. He's a mouth breather, that one. Like so yeah. Just imagine that visual, going to your library and seeing that visual, and being like, freaking weebs.
Let's see here. Smaxo says visual novels, turn-based RPGs is where it's at.
Johnny K says halfway through the story, and Jack's like, "Bro, this cutscene is mad long."
Okay, here, I found it. I found the. Thank God for Steam giving what do you call it? Like time records. So, I can view stats. View my stats. Basically, here's what happened. I think at a certain point, I realized it was just a visual novel. But here's how much. 5.1 hours.
It took you 5 hours to figure it until you realized.
Hey, it was my first time ever seeing a visual novel, and I was hoping for some decisions.
I will be laughing if that was actually halfway through the story, because then Johnny Cage comic will be actually literal.
I wonder. Oh god dang! I had to go back into the.
Yeah, go to howlongtobeat.com.
Oh, is that a site? Let me see.
Yeah, that's a site. Howlongtobeat.com. Dugazon says, "Yeah, but no self-respecting adult will read a picture book. You mean a comic, right? Right? Vision novels are the same thing but socially acceptable. Oh, so if I read a comic book, kid trash. But if I do a visual novel, ooh, this guy is cutting edge. I see how it is. At least a comic has better art. It's not cutesy art like most visual novels are, but it's better art. Fight me." Douglas on comics and picture books are different. I know, I'm just being facetious.
No, they're both picture books.
You're a picture book.
Your face is a picture book.
Your stomach's a children's book.
What?
I don't know. I was aiming for something. I couldn't think of anything better.
Let's see.
Johnny Cage, better art these days? You sure? I mean, when you look at comics as a whole, if you just want to focus on the big two, sure, go ahead. Look at that smaller aspect of the wide world of comics.
Okay, so I didn't even finish the first part.
Oh wow! So
it could have probably been the halfway through the first book. Maybe, yeah, I would say that
possibly.
So yeah, he was Johnny Cage is literally right.
Douglas on your picture book is a picture book. How dare they? Douglas on, I challenge you on the next fight night.
I challenge your challenge.
Your game of choice, and I'll beat you no matter what it is. Be it a fighting game, a shooting game, a strategy game, or freaking. Actually, no, don't pick chess. I don't like chess.
Let's play chess right now.
No, I hate
right now.
No,
we're gonna play extreme chess.
No, because then we'll be like no.
Oh, we could play Kung Fu chess. Have you ever played Kung Fu chess?
What the heck is Kung Fu? Is it the equivalent of Chinese checkers?
No.
Oh, then I don't want to hear.
You want to play it? You want to play it?
No.
Oh, come on.
Well, let's see what the chat says. Chat, do you want to see us play, or at least show off Chinese? Almost a Chinese Kung Fu chess, whatever that is.
Pretty much, all the chess pieces have cooldowns.
Okay.
And you can't, and there is no turn base. Literally, you go and you just go.
So it's not chess then.
Exactly.
Then what's the point?
You still have to think about how to get to strategically move your pieces, but it's actual war. But with the chess look to it.
Yeah, by taking out the important limitations of how the game works,
No, it's not important. It's stupid.
You're stupid.
You're stupid.
You're stupider. Tú es estúpido.
Game, I'm ready. Let me play. Let me
No,
play against this AI.
no, don't give him the pleasure.
Or we could play 5D chess.
Nah, 3D chess is fine. Duck-Lazan says, you said no chess, but how about... I'm gonna butcher this. Kyongchi?
Oopsies.
I'm gonna guessing that's what's... I'm guessing that's pronounced Duck-Lazan. Kyongchi?
Let me see.
What is this? What is this Asian mysticism you're putting upon us?
Zhangxi? I think maybe.
I
Let me see.
don't know. Years I could have pronounced it years ago because I was Chinese.
You were Chinese back then?
Years ago I was Chinese.
Let me
Now I'm a naturalized Japanese.
Oh yeah, I was right.
Shang-Chi 1/2? What?
Let me see. Chinese.
I'm trying to look for what you're talking about, Uncle-san.
He's correcting himself several times here.
Oh wait. Oh. Wait a minute. Is this what I think it is?
Shang-Chi.
Hold on.
Shang-Chi.
This
I was right.
Okay, no, never mind. That's not what I thought it was. Nope, don't know. Nope. I don't. Alpha hasn't learned how to play that, and even that, you'll probably still beat me.
Johnny Cage says, "Shit, you're a trans Mexican now."
Oh, that means two things, doesn't it? No, I'm just coining a Shenmue meme.
You're a Shenmue meme.
Thank you.
You want to play Lucky Hit?
Do you want to play?
Let's play Lucky Hit.
Do you want to play again, Lucky Hit? The rules are.
I know the rules.
Is there actually a moment where Rio actually gets to explain the rules?
Yes. Yes, he does.
Oh yeah, so he does. All right, I'll play a game. Proceeds to take all my money.
All right, I'll hustle you.
Want to play a game of big or small? Sure. I just love the way he says sure. All right. We did it. Yes.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage.
Oh no.
You know the rules. Well, so do I. It's a I forget the rules.
You wouldn't get this from
Any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling.
Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give
You up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around and desert you. We all know the song. We all know it. But
Never gonna make you cry.
never gonna
Never gonna
say
say
goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. I'm glad Rick Astley can find some success in his later years, because you probably know he was like, oh man, I hope no one watches this video. Lo and behold, how funny the future works.
Can we rickroll Rick Astley?
It was already done. He said so that happened to him. Like, it was like in a work email or something. So no, we cannot rickroll Rick Astley.
Dang.
But we
Well,
can't.
let's rickroll Joe Biden.
What? Joe is a
You know what he will
this
say?
guy, Corn Pop. It was a mean guy. The guy always whipping with chains.
Nah, you know what he will say?
Got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun.
as soon as he sees it, he'll go, "Oh, come on, man!"
Come on, man. You're a dog. You're a dog face pony soldier.
I thought you were going to say you're adopted. I'm like, damn. I didn't actually say that. You're adopted.
No, but he did say, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. You hear that, Virgo? Ninja? You don't vote for Joe Biden, he takes away your black card.
Did you? I saw this one animation. It was literally Joe Biden looks like Emperor Palpatine, and he goes like,
Come on,
like
man.
there's these two soldiers like grabs a, I think it was a black girl, like holds her down, and he just goes and touches her head with his hand and sucks the black away from her.
You're not black. Dog goes on and says his more recent albums are pretty good though to be honest. So Rick Astley has something to be proud of. And it's awesome. Yeah, at least he has actually a fan base where like, wow, this guy can make music that's not just the one song. Like haha. No, not haha. Aha. You know Aha, right, Jack?
Yeah, hee.
No, it's a real band, Aha.
I know.
What song are they famous for then?
I forgot. It was the
Da 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 da. Take on me.
Take on me.
Take on me.
He can't sing a very good high note though.
Too high. Like
You're too high.
Bro, don't let my secrets out, man. How you think I can do this YouTube? I'm kidding. I don't need narcotics to run a YouTube channel. That's where Jack comes in.
I know, fool. Thank God you here. Last police officer that pulled me over had a Rolodex.
I'm really gonna go to jail? Yeah. But it was funny, huh? Oh god, I was so rewatching old Gabriel Iglesias routines. God,
They never get boring. They never get boring.
No. Johnny Cage, he just called Jack a narcotic. Yeah, Johnny, want some Jack? Jack gonna get you jacked up, all right. Gonna try to sell this Jack, fool. Makes him.
My favorite one is whenever he goes to India. No, was it India? No, Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
To do comedy with the prince.
Oh, that's right.
My favorite part is like where he says, "Yeah," and sometimes he can literally. I'm so scared because he could have literally just said, "You're mine." And I could have been in those cages. I could be like, there's my tiger, there's my birds, there's my Mexican.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Oh, man. So I'm glad to see him be very successful. And I do really wish for his next Santa special to appear, just so I know what Jack saw back in the summertime.
And I'll watch it with you.
Yay! Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum. Superman. Oh, by the way, if you actually want to hear, watch actually a good Robot Chicken skit,
Mm-hmm.
like an actual good one, which is funny because this one's actually not their typical humor.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend watching the one where the one with Superman learning about the truth about Krypton. And it's all in the performance, and I'll leave it as that. Superman is learning the truth about Krypton. So it's not the usual type of Robot Chicken humor, but I love it regardless because of the way they commit to the bit.
Are they still doing Robot Chicken or no?
Probably. What the heck is Seth Green gonna do now? Seth Green gonna do more voices for Chris Griffin again? And his like what one stock character?
Remember that one moment when Chris was talking about Robot Chicken and Family Guy.
Remember when Chris just turned into a walking masturbator joke machine? Pepperidge Farm
Yeah.
remembers. Remember that time Lois turned to a slut? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Isn't that always?
No, not always. It was more a recent thing. Remember the time? Remember? Oh my gosh! We're already doing a Family Guy bit. I'm saying, remember the time?
I remember.
I was like, hey, Jack. Remember the time when you met Optimus Prime? Got do some bit with you and Optimus Prime.
Cuts away.
Jack says, "Wow, can I really go inside you when you transform?" Absolutely. And then you get crushed when he transforms.
You know that sounds like an actual bit from Family Guy.
It does. It truly does.
And you can't forget, I have to be every single time whenever I start talking, my hands move.
Your hands move.
Oh, you didn't notice it.
Oh.
Go watch Family Guy. At least one episode. Every single time when someone starts talking, their hands have to move somehow.
That's right. That's right. Even if it's just like one hand moving up then down. If anything, you should watch Family Guy and watch other characters not talking and just show how. If you want a cheap show, god dang. If no one's talking, they're absolutely still. Maybe they blink.
Yeah.
Maybe. But like it's you know what it is? It's like seeing. It's like you're seeing the script going. It's like someone poorly created a script where instead of running all the programs at once and functioning normal, it's a program everything one at a time.
Yep.
Oh, just like Yandere Simulator. You ever seen the video where someone went behind the scenes with the source file?
I've seen many videos that did that.
Okay, well, then you understand what I'm referring to. Then,
Yep.
even someone with no professional experience and have a basic understanding of code. Even I went, why would you make it like this?
You know what's funny? I was looking into time complexities when it comes to code. Remember, have you ever talked about time complexities in code?
Unfortunately, no. I never got that deep.
That deep? That's like beginner.
Correction.
The big O, and that's not a euphemism. That's literally what it's called.
That I probably forgot. Completely forgot about it.
It's the big O is just how long it will take for something to process, pretty much,
right?
Or to run. And so if-else statements would be like if you have a stack of if-else statements, it would probably be close to like if you had an if-else and then another if-else under that. Or no, better yet, the for loops. So if you have one for loop inside another for loop, that would be a time complexity of n squared. N being whatever the number is, square that.
Okay.
Now imagine that with all the if-else statements that the Yandere dev did.
I'm guessing it is gonna be n to like the power of 1,000 or something.
N to the 1,000 burns it just like obliterates your PC.
I mean, I see people trying to run Yandere Simulator. It feels like playing that game is gonna burn off anyone's PC, even you have the most advanced one in the world.
Yeah.
But
like all they had to do was a switch, like a case statement. Yeah, the switch statements.
And make parent classes and child classes.
Yeah.
But the creator knows what's best. Pikachu knows what's best. Always wonder why is he called Pikachu.
I don't know. Maybe it's a kink. I should ask him next time.
Girl in bed, call me Pikachu. Because I choose you. Oh god.
Pikachu.
Pika Pika. All right, all right. I think it's about time to call it an end. So, Jack, we're going to our closing part of the stream. Do you have anything you would like to announce till the next episode of the Hack Jack Show?
Let's see. I think this week, which is this week. Yeah, this week I'm gonna take a small break from everything just because I finally finished the the semester with at least one passing class. I don't know about the other one. If God says yes, then I'll pass both. But
Awesome.
but yeah, and then next week I'll return to Halo 2. Um, by the way, the last stream that I went for Halo 2 didn't end so well. It still ended up with me being at the beginning of set level 2.
Well, you chose it. If you gotten good, I would have been stuck playing Devil May Cry 2.
Yeah, but I mean, at least it has an end.
Oh,
Sniper jackals. You gotta admit, sniper jackals, they kind of you've been through it.
yeah, I know. Okay, so taking a break this week. Anything else?
As far as I know, no, not really. I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming Halo Infinite, mainly because when it comes to streaming a game, it involves a lot more. I can't really enjoy the game as much.
No, sounds
I don't know if you felt that.
it depends on the game. If there's a game I want to just enjoy at my own leisure, then I obviously won't stream it. But there's a game that I don't mind that, then it's not that big a deal. But I will say this. For so someone who has subscribed to a big channel within the F within not just the FGC but in like fighting games content. Maximilian Dude, he recently released a video where he straight up admits he can't enjoy a game by himself anymore. He has to play it for streaming because he streams every single day.
Yeesh.
And I'm like, I'm gonna avoid that. You know, good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for him for being upfront and honest. But I'm like, dude, that's some weird. That's a weird psychological need that you can't even enjoy a brand new game that he's anticipating without wanting to stream. Without wanting to stream.
Yeah, it really does mess with your mentality.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, you know what? Speaking of fighting games, we should really not do a fight night, but like we really need to get back into playing Guilty Gear. We kind of played it once and then dropped off the face of the earth.
No, we definitely can just do another I guess you could say just casual playing. I still have the game. I haven't returned it. But I have not like put any extra time to it at all. So I'm just slightly better than last time.
And I forgot everything because of my muscle memory is gone.
But yeah, well, I mean, we got playing. As far as costs, we got plenty of stuff to we have plenty of stuff to think about for future episodes. I should say, as because we can do another Guilty Gear Strive stream. We can. There's also when I finally finish part 5, we can finally get our full thoughts on the entire Golden Winds arc of JoJo.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks to the more common discussion you had earlier, now I want to do a stream where I want to see Jack watch the Mortal Kombat story modes with me, just so he could see, just like see what he sees from someone who does not care at all about those games or its lore.
That's fine. I could see that.
Darkazan says, Guilty Gear XX Axis Core plus R is better than Strive. Okay.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah,
Because I
sure.
like this. I like Strive.
I was never a Guilty Gear fan, and Strive's my first game, so your comment means nothing to me.
Yeah.
that sounds so,
a
that
correction.
sounds so mean.
A correction. We have tried XR once.
I
And
have
we could
not.
not understand. Yeah,
I-
we did.
We tried Exerd.
Yeah. Whatever it's called. The 10/3. We tried 10/3 at a competition once.
Oh,
We
that's
were
right.
confused.
That's right.
We
Well,
were really confused on what to do with all of it. But Strive seemed to be a little bit more beginner friendly.
in fairness, like I said, I haven't played any of the older Guilty Gears, so I'm sure its learning curve is probably not as bad as one would think. And I probably should give those older games a shot. One of these days. Definitely not soon.
One of these days.
As for my announcements, because we finally hit 100 subscribers, the mixtape will be taking priority over video making. Not that I won't be doing so, but it will be something that's gonna be taking. I'm gonna be taking priority with. In the meantime, because we made a promise and we're gonna fulfill it, regardless of the quality. Well, I want to give you a high quality song, but we're a bunch of beginners here, so
I'm not afraid
I'm not afraid
to take a stand.
to take a stand. Well, actually, you know what, Jack? I want to send you a song, and maybe that might help you get an idea of maybe how we should go about it in terms of songwriting.
I was thinking of literally just like taking a certain day out of the week to kind of be in a Discord chat and discuss different ways we can make a lyrics.
We could definitely do that, but that will be behind the scenes talk. As far as other live streams, there wasn't a chill stream last week because I was just dead tired, and I didn't have the. I think I was busy doing something else. I forgot what I was doing last week. But this Saturday, I will be going live again with the chill stream. Nothing for Sunday, and as well, I'm gonna also be doing something else too. For you guys who may have realized, I did not delete the past Metal Sunday of Anthrax that I did. I want to try to do something different, where I'm going to take that original live stream and edit it into a proper video, and have that released soon. That's something I'm just gonna be working casually as time goes on, just so to see if through that way there'll be more eyes on it, and see if it can be more helpful to the channel, because I love doing Metal Sundays, but I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely our less viewed content, just because it's a very minutiae, a very minor thing that our audience may not be too big into, which I definitely am aware.
Do country.
Oh god, we do country and this channel blows up because of it. Good lord. God. So the Anthrax stream will be properly brought back, albeit in a more edited form. And as well, I will also be, because obviously I can't be working on the mixtape 100% of my time. I will also put time to put out the next comic review, which is another crowdfunding book that they've been wanting to review for a bit, since I got it in my hands about a few months ago, and I really need to spread the word out, and I want to spread my opinion on it. So it's another crowdfunding book, and then of course get back into doing more Spider Blood. So that's what I have to announce on my end. And with that, thank you everyone for watching, and of course, I said at the beginning, I'll say it again. Thank you for the 100 subscribers. We are glad that our show is growing steadily and naturally, and that you enjoy our content and our company, and our bad jokes. Are plenty of bad jokes, mostly from me. And with that, thank you everyone for watching. And this is Hack and Jack. Sign out.